What is up, guys? Josh with Navigate the Wild. And today we are trying to get back on track. Yes, we are trying to get back on track. It has been a whirlwind over here in Florida. If you live in Florida, we hope you made it through Hurricane Milton, Hurricane Helene first, and then Hurricane Milton safely and securely. And if not, you're getting the help that you need because it has been a mess. I've been over here on the East Coast with my family and friends, and thankfully we didn't get a direct hit. But man, we got our fair share of winds and rains and mess. It's been more water in Florida than I can remember in a long time. Please be safe out there. We're still trying to recover. Just hanging out. The first official father-daughter deer hunt of the year. The stand was 16 feet in the air, and she did great. So we're going home. Take your kids hunting. It's fun. Man, I won't do that again. That's how you learn. But in the world of EDC, you get into all kinds of fun gear that guys get into. So we talk about guns, and we talk about glasses, and we talk about knives, and we talk about lights, and we talk about wallets and everything in between. Matter of fact, one of the key guys on YouTube is the Best Damn EDC. Check those guys out. But they do a great job in everything EDC. One of the other things that's part of EDC are watches. And I love different timepieces, but I don't have a lot of them because I just tend to find something and stick with it. And I've wanted a new watch for a while. Over the past 2 or 3 years, I've worn the Apple Watch 6 with the Sun 2 compass on the NATO strap, and I've really enjoyed it for the most part. But in my opinion, the tech just wasn't there up until that point. That was the newest Apple Watch that you can get. And yes, you could get into a lot of different other watches, the Garmin's and all that stuff. But I'm an Apple guy. I carry an Apple phone. All of my family runs Apple, and AT&T was running a deal on the Apple Watch. And so me and my wife got Apple Watches. And it was very clear right out the gate that I wasn't going to like it for a few specific reasons. One, the battery life. I had to recharge it every single day. And I didn't want to have to deal with that. And I've dealt with that for months on end for the last couple of years. And I've just grown weary of it. I'm tired of having to charge everything. I also, even though you can turn off a lot of the notifications, I just feel like we're constantly interrupting our lives with notifications. Everybody wants to be on your email list. Everybody wants to be having direct access to you. And I already get that on my phone. I didn't need it to transfer to my wrist as well. I got the Apple Watch 6 to be more in the know of my own health, my own patterns, but also to kind of ease some of the anxiety that I was dealing with when coming to my health. And since really focusing on carnivore diet, I've beaten a lot of that stuff. And so I don't necessarily need to be tethered in that often when it comes to blood ox and heart rate and all these other things. So I take my blood pressure twice a week just to be safe, and I track it on my phone in the app, my weight as well. That's really all I need. So I wanted to get away from having the need to charge everything, and I also wanted to get rid of all the notifications right at my wrist. I also found that the Apple 6 did not seem to track as well as I would have liked it to. Your steps and all that stuff. I'd start a workout, and the next thing you know, it's pausing, and I'm having to find myself stop and refix. And I didn't want all that. But what I wanted was a watch that would really fit my lifestyle. I wanted a watch that would really kind of speak to that adventurous spirit that I have when I'm out in the woods. Something that looked classy, something that wasn't too busy, something that I could actually read, I could actually see with my eyes. And so I've been blessed to have a crazy buddy of mine that talked to me. We were talking about what I wanted in a watch. What he said, Josh, I want to get you a watch for your birthday. And so I kind of gave him some of the things that I was looking at. I sent him a handful of different watches that I liked, told him what I was looking for. He's just a crazy friend. And hopefully you guys are blessed to have crazy friends in your life too. But I landed on the Timex Expedition North GMT. Tom, thank you for my birthday. This was a blessing. It's probably one of the greatest gifts that I've ever got. And it speaks true to the Navigate the Wild spirit. Like I said, I was running the Apple Watch. I wanted to get away from that, and I knew I wanted to get into more of a traditional type watch. In between this one and that Apple Watch, I wound up getting a G-Shock Rangeman. It wasn't the newest Rangeman. It was one behind the newest. And I liked the fit and feel of it. It's a chunky watch, very durable for a very durable lifestyle. I'm constantly in the woods. I work outside. It was digital. It wasn't analog. Had the compass, had the barometric pressure, had altimeter, three things that I don't really need. So it had some built-in features that I thought were cool, but weren't really necessary. And G-Shock just fits a lot into a little, and it was a little too busy for me. I was actually having a hard time seeing the digital readout on the face. And I didn't know this, but you can buy two versions of what I think is each type of G-Shock, one with a dark face and one with a light face. And I really needed the one with the light face. I didn't realize it until I got the dark face, and I went, I can't read any of this. The glare coming off of the glass was just too much for me. And for that price, there's no way to be able to lighten that display. And so what's the point of having a watch when you can't read it? I found myself in a tree multiple times trying to look. And yes, I could hit the button to illuminate the face, but it only lasted at length 3 seconds. So I sent it back. I couldn't deal with it. I want something that lights up. I want something that stays lit. And I find all of those features and then some in this Timex Expedition North GMT. This is their newer flagship model watch. The Expedition North has a handful of different price ranges and different features. They have a solar feature. They have field watches. But the GMT looks really sleek. It's very durable. It comes in a titanium case. I looked at some Luminox. They don't have the screw down bezel, which this does. And so a lot of the reviews that I watched, guys were saying even taking a quick shower, they would get out with their Luminox on and the screen would be fogged up. The crystal behind the crystal would have moisture in it. I didn't want to have to deal with any of that stuff. I wanted something easy to read, something that I could see in the dark, something that still looked classy. I wanted something that had a screw down bezel. I wanted just the time and the date. Something light, something durable. I found all of those features and then some in this watch. Timex sends it to you in a really cool call to the mountain feel. It says Expedition North Timex on it. Timex is celebrating their 170th year in making watches, which is just really interesting. And as a boy, I had a camo Timex when I was a kid. All right, so we got nothing real fancy about the box itself. You open it up, and there you have your watch. And it says Expedition North Timex. This is the first time I'm pulling this thing out of the box. So the box pulls out. First impression about the watch. It's super light. This is as simple as I wanted. The bezel is screw down, so it's going to get some really good protection there. It's good for 200 meters. It's got the date displayed on the back here. It says Expedition North. The fittings are all titanium, which I really like. Movement that you can see in the back, which is really neat. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful watch, man. This is my style. It's got some really nice clicking in the bezel, which is awesome. And I'm still learning about it. I think there's, for different time zones and things like that, this hand here. But I just love the way the yellow contrasts to the white movements. It's an automatic wind, 200 meters, water resistant. The crystal is sapphire. Case diameter, 41 millimeter. Case height kind of protrudes up there, but it's really nice. 11.5 millimeter. Like I was saying, the color and the case material, this is all titanium. The fittings are titanium as well. It's a bead blast finish. Lugs are 20 millimeter. Silicone strap. Black, buckle, automatic, all that good stuff. So this is great. I should probably put it on my wrist. I know I need to wind it and all that stuff, but let's put it on to see how it fits. So there you have it, guys. The Timex Expedition North GMT. Man, what a cool gift. What a cool watch. This watch just really checks all the boxes for me. Sleek, simple, rough and tumble, but elegant. You can go business, you can get dirty. Man, this is the way.